Here's a list of 12 practical, legal, and safety-focused ways for innocent Americans and lawful immigrants to protect themselves if ICE or other federal agents show up, especially when agents aren't clearly identifying themselves, are covering their faces, or using military-style tactics. I'm keeping this legal, nonviolent, and battle-tested, sourced from immigrant rights groups and legal clinics. Download it, save it, and share it with your community. A quick legal note: don't lie, don't physically resist, and don't destroy documents. Those actions create criminal exposure. These steps focus on asserting your rights, documenting what happens, and getting legal help. 12 ways to protect you and your family. Don't open the door. Ask for a judicial warrant and inspect it through a window. ICE's administrative warrants are not the same as a judge-signed search warrant. If they claim to have a warrant, ask them to slide it under the door or hold it up to a window so that you can see a judge's signature and the address listed. You do not have to let them in if it's not a judicial search warrant. What to say? I do not consent to entry. If you have a warrant signed by a judge, slide it under the door so I can see it. Number 2, keep calm. Don't physically resist, and don't volunteer information. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used later. Politely refuse to answer non-mandatory questions and ask for a lawyer. What to say? I want to remain silent. I want to speak to a lawyer. 3, record everything you can safely. Record video from a window, phone, or door cam. Note times, vehicle descriptions, badge numbers, agent names, and any commands. If agents cover their faces, record badges, vehicles, or voices. Many advocacy groups recommend documenting raids for legal and public interest follow-up. 4, get witnesses and keep others away from the door, but safe. Ask neighbors to look out for you and document whatever they see. If children are home, have a pre-planned safe room and a script so they know not to answer the door. Teach kids to call a trusted adult and memorize emergency contacts. 5, call a lawyer and your community rapid response hotline immediately. Have a lawyer's number and local rapid response hotline saved in your phone and on paper. Rapid response networks can mobilize legal observers, translators, and bail representation resources. 6, do not consent to searches of phones, bags, devices, or property. State clearly that you do not consent to searches. Agents may try coercive language, but stay firm. Devices are rich evidence. You're allowed to refuse consent. If you're detained under a court order, different rules can apply. Get a lawyer. 7, if agents try to enter without a judge-signed warrant, refuse and record the interaction. Politely repeat, you do not have my consent to enter. If you can, call the lawyer and the hotline and record the refusal. Courts will later examine these interactions. Number 8, memorize or carry a Know Your Rights card. 1 for each adult. Simple script lines: I do not consent to searches. I want to remain silent. I want a lawyer. Keep a printed card with your lawyer's number and local hotline. Distribute copies to family members. Templates available at ACLU, IDP, ILRC. 9, if somebody is detained, note the details and call legal hotlines immediately. Get the person's full name, date of birth, and where they were taken, vehicle tag or a facility, and any arrest paperwork. Rapid response hotlines and immigrant legal centers can help track and file emergency petitions. 10, for the workplaces, prepare in advance and designate a contact person. Train staff on who can lawfully admit officers, usually just owners and managers, where employees can legally congregate, and how to contact legal counsel, rapid response hotlines. Employers should avoid volunteering an employee's immigration information. 11, limit public location sharing and leave behind digital traces. Temporarily avoid posting real-time location info on social media during heightened enforcement. Make sure your phones have very strong PIN numbers. Avoid biometrics altogether, because they could just force that on you. You just take your finger while you're in handcuffs and touch your phone, and they're in. And consult a lawyer about device encryption and backups. Don't destroy or hide evidence. 12, build community supports now. Know your local legal organizations and where to shelter if needed. Sign up with local immigrants' rights groups, rapid response networks, and legal clinics. They can provide legal orientation sessions, know your rights training, and emergency center referrals. Being organized and networked is one of the strongest protections. Helpful hotlines and resources. ACLU's Know Your Rights, the immigrant page. Immigrant Defense Project, Home Raid Guide. National and local rapid response network listings. And remember, I do not consent to entry or search without a judge-signed warrant. Slide the warrant under the door so I can see it. I want to remain silent, and I want to speak to my lawyer now. I do not consent to a search of my phone, my bag, or my property. Stay free, my friends. Never thought I'd ever be making a video like that. What the hell has happened to us? But hang in there, guys. To all the innocent Americans and to all the legal immigrants, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry this is happening to you. You are not alone. I'm not going to make light of this. Terrible things are happening in our country. There's no way to put a positive spin on this. My heart is in this. I am an American. Hang in there, guys. There's more coming.